Hello and welcome to Viva Basa. Welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on the latest as usual. We start with Lamine Yamal as Barca and the RFEF have reached an agreement in principle for teen starlet Yamal to miss the Under 17 World Cup. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Pedri Gonzalez as the midfielder issues update on his injury, he said, I will come back stronger than ever. I hope so. We're also going to be discussing on that. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Lamine Yamal's rise has been exponential and he has quickly become quite a key member of this season's Barcelona squad. As such, the Catalans seem to have become increasingly apprehensive in letting the youngster travel for international commitments, such as the Under 17 World Cup, which is coming up in November. The teenager has rapidly set multiple records with Barcelona and has made a huge impression in the games he has appeared in so far in the 2023-24 season. According to reports from CAT radio program Todd Costa, Barcelona and the Spanish Royal Football Federation, the RFEF, have reached an agreement in principle to allow Yamal to stay back and skip the tournament in Indonesia. November will have a key stretch of games for Barca, especially in the Champions League, which means they will be keen on Yamal dipping his toes into continental football at the highest level. However, the youth international tournaments are also important for the players' development as such a young stage of their career, which does mean he misses out on an important experience. Barcelona also have to be cautious that they don't overuse Lamine Yamal in order to ensure he grows into his body properly and does not become susceptible to injuries due to improper load management. The youngster is also on the verge of signing a new contract with Barcelona, which would see him ensure a place in Xavi's project as one of the key players of the future. He is also currently among the list of nominees for the Golden Boy award as Yamal continues to grow from strength to strength. Lamine Yamal have been the revelation of the season, as we all know, but honestly, there have been a lot of concerns as to how the player has been used, or let me say the management of the player by manager Xavi Hernandez. And honestly, this kid is going to miss a lot when it comes to what really matters in his development. We're talking about the Under 17 World Cup that players at his age need to experience such. And I think definitely he needs to. He needs to. It is for his own sake. And honestly, the way Xavi has been using this little boy does not make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. Let's be honest with ourselves. I definitely think there's an overload. Xavi should know that this boy is still a kid, still 16 years old, and he needs to be phased into the first team dynamics little by little. And that is how it should be. You can't have this boy at this age starting nearly all the games so far this season, playing a lot of game time, because there'll be a time when we'll be regretting all this, when he will not be able to carry on with his physical, character. Honestly, he needs to be put in bit by bit. It doesn't work that way, and I can't imagine when I got the report that Xavi is even trying to rate him now ahead of Rafinha in the pecking order, and I asked myself, where are we going to? We can't have this 16-year-old kid putting our hope in him that he'll be the one to win us the titles. He's still very young to carry on those responsibilities on his shoulders. And now we start attracting a lot of media attention onto, and it's not good for his own young career. And I like what Lewandowski said, I think, in his recent interview, speaking about Lamine Yamal. And I think it was something of a slight dig against Xavi. He enjoys the player. Lewandowski admitted that Yamal has so much talent and prospect, but he needs to be phased in bit by bit, and also to ensure that he shouldn't be he shouldn't be pressurized by the media or whatever, because Javi putting him all the time will also give media attention a lot, and the player is too young to carry on those kind of pressure. And to be honest, it's not good. Now this report talking about Barca and the Spanish Football Federation coming into agreement that he will miss the under-17 World Cup. I don't think that's a good news. Javi could have allowed this guy to go and play that World Cup with his fellow, his fellow age mates, and I think it could have been good in his own development as well. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barca's lack of midfield control has been apparent in the last two games due to Pedri's absence after the Canarian Islander picked up a thigh injury against Cadiz in match day 2, which has reportedly sidelined him for over a month. Pedri rapidly rose to prominence and has arguably become the most important player for the Catalans with his composure, decision making, and his quality proving hugely differential. Barca's clash against Osasuna highlighted just how much balance Pedri brings with his ability to always find the right pass, not force the matter, and then open up spaces so pivotal. However, with the 20-year-old reportedly out of action till mid-October, he has now provided an update on his recovery and discussed a variety of other matters. The young star is now part of the Residency app community, which is a platform for the players and fans to interact more closely. During a session today, one fan asked Pedri about how he's feeling in terms of physical fitness, to which the midfielder said, "I am getting better with my injury, little by little. Injuries are part of football. I will come back stronger than ever." He also discussed a variety of other matters on the app, including some of his interests, other favorite sports person or teams, and more. Pedri also claimed he would love to visit Mexico to try their food and mentioned that his favorite color was blue and that he preferred summer to winter in an informal discussion about his preferences, which also include a fondness of sushi. He then turned focus to Gavi, his friend and midfield partner. Talking about his celebration against Villarreal as a tribute to Pedri, he said, "He is my great friend. I really like that he hit the celebration towards me," and adding that the headgear to suit Gavi after he has been wearing it after suffering a gash to the ear against Osasuna. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.